Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with your casual keyboard guy. I always say like, share, subscribe, show your boy some love. Today's lesson is going to be on a real dope song entitled "Off the Wall" by Michael Jackson, MJ. You know what I mean? So we're gonna jump into this song, real dope song, nice bass line, some simple chords. I added a little bit to the beginning, which is like a melody line. I put chords to it, so I'm gonna teach you the melody, and then I'm gonna teach you the chords as well with the line. So let's jump into it. This song is being sponsored by my subscriber Katie. So hope you enjoy this lesson. Um, I'm gonna play through it, then I'll break it down. Break it down. The song is a little fast, so I usually listen to the record while I'm playing through it. So I'm gonna try my best to keep up. Here we go, guys. Ah, shop me and just enjoy yourself. Let the magic and the music get to you. Think of it. On the other change, you got won't you come back to the groove. All right, cool. Let's jump into this. Then they do the intro again later on, but I'll show you that part. They do something like and then they just go back into the song. But I'll show you that. So let's get into this song. So basically, in the beginning, you got this kind of like bass is just kind of like you hit the chord first, and you got boom, 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 boom. The bass is kind of going back and forth between C sharp and D sharp, and so that's all the bass is doing. So I'm gonna show you the chords. It's going boom, boom, and I'll show you as we get into the chord. So the melody first. Let me show you the melody first. So the melody is gonna be um, so let me give you that. So you're gonna have start on E flat. I'm sorry, D sharp, D sharp, A sharp, G sharp, E sharp or F, same note. E sharp and F, same note. F sharp, C sharp, B sharp or C, same note. B sharp and C is the same note. To G sharp, and then let me see. Let me start over. I feel like I missed something. Okay, I was okay. Let's just start over. So you got uh, D sharp, A sharp, G sharp, E sharp, F sharp, C sharp, B sharp, G sharp, then A sharp, E sharp, D sharp twice. All right. So I'm gonna play it real slow. Now I'm gonna show you with the bass. You can either do octave in the bass, or you could do a single bass. If that's easy, or you could do octaves. Okay. So here we go. And you start with the melody line. So the last, when you hit the D sharp twice, when you hit the D sharp the first time, then before you hit the second D sharp, the bass is going boom, boom. It's moving up from D sharp, C sharp, D sharp to E. So that last part, what is it? See that? And that's when we're about to go into the song. So that last part one more time. You see that? All right. So that's the melody part. So it's about this tempo. And you could do the melody in octaves too if you want to. You know, if you want to do it in octaves. All right, do it one more time because I messed up. All right. All right. So let's try the chords. So the chords, and like I said, this is a little tough. So you know, if you want to skip maybe about 2 minutes, then you'll be able to get right to the song. But this is, I like how the chords sound with the melody. So the chord is going to be D sharp minor. Okay. Okay. And the bass is doing the same thing. So let me show you the chord. So remember the melody. So the chord is following that melody line. So you got this D sharp minor. Okay. So you got F sharp, A sharp, D sharp. First note, first chord. And you got this D sharp minor in this inversion. So you got the D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp right here. So it's pretty much going between two D sharp minors. You got this one in first inversion, and then you go into the root position D sharp minor. Okay. So then you found the melody. Remember, that melody is on top of the chord. Okay. So it's the first chord. Got that. Second chord. All right. Then we got this You got this G sharp major. So you got B sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. Okay, and if you the because this key is like very tough, so that's why you got all these weird sharps. But if you look at where my fingers are placed, you know what I mean. You don't even got to worry about the notes that's being called out. Just line your fingers up with the chord. But I'm just giving you, this is the key of the song, so I want to give you the exact chords that I'm doing. So you got B sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. Okay. Where were we? So then we got this A sharp minor 7, A sharp, C sharp, and E sharp. Okay. So remember we follow the melody. Okay. And then we got D sharp minor right here, A sharp, D sharp, and F sharp. Okay. And then we're gonna move up to sorry. Then we're gonna move up to F sharp major. So from this D sharp minor, A sharp, D sharp, F sharp, to F sharp major, F sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. All right. We're gonna do that G sharp major. A second inversion. So you got the D sharp, G sharp, and then the B sharp or C. All right. Then we're gonna do another G sharp major, the B sharp on the bottom, D sharp, and G sharp. So far we got sorry. There we go. All right, that's where we at right there. All right, so let's continue from this. We're gonna do the D sharp minor again, because a lot of these chords are repeated if you didn't notice. But like I said, the melody's on top. So D sharp minor, D sharp, F sharp, A sharp. And then we're gonna go to A sharp minor, A sharp minor, A sharp, C sharp, E sharp. Okay. Then we go to this G sharp major, G sharp, B sharp, and D sharp. And then we're gonna hit this chord. Real pretty. F sharp, G sharp, B, and D sharp. Okay? It's like a B major 6. So let's take it from the top. Let's add the bass. This is the hardest part of the song. Like I said, this part is very skippable. If you don't want to learn this complicated part, but I was put it in there because I played it like it. It sounded good to me. So it's up to you. You can just skip forward. I'll put a timestamp where the song starts as far as the tutorial. Okay, here we go. So remember, the chord comes, then the bass follows. Same bass. Remember that last chord, you gotta hit that bump, bump, and land on that last chord. So let's do it one more time. A little faster. Let's do it again. Keep messing up, my fault, guys. One more time. I keep messing up on it. It's starting to piss me off now. There we go. So that's pretty much it for that. So let's continue into the song. So now the song has this distinct bass line that's really pretty. So I'm gonna give you that bass line first. So you got so that's the bass line. Pretty much got two endings. So the first ending, then the second ending. So that's gonna be D sharp, G sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and then you go up to this E sharp, back to C sharp, or F, same note. All right. Okay, that's that first part. Now second part, same thing, but this time when you go from the D, G sharp, A sharp, you go to the D sharp, and then you hit the C sharp, 2, 3, 4, hit it 4 times, and then you hit the D sharp again. So first time, boom, 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 F, E sharp, then repeat, boom, boom. Now go to the D sharp, and then C sharp 4 times, boom, 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 boom. So that's the line. All right. So just keep practicing. You got to get it up to. All right. So let's jump with the chords. And the chords are very simple. It's just really like a couple chords that you bounce. So it's just like these chords. You're going to do this chord. It's going to be a F sharp major 6. So you got C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. Okay. And then you want to hit these chords. So let me show you the two chords. So it's this chord, and then you kind of hit like a F sharp major add 2. You just bounce off that. So it's like let me see. So all right. So boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, simple and boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. And I'm gonna show you all the points of when the chords and the bass hits together, because the chords and bass they hit together on the beats. So the chords is, let's practice that. Boom, boom, and boom, boom, and boom. Okay. And if you can't do the major, you could just do the. If you can't do the add 2, just take the 2 out. Take the G sharp out. Okay, and just do. Okay. And this is it's gonna be like, let's say this song is not the easiest song, but like trust me, once you master it, you will feel so good playing this song. Okay. So here we go. So you got. See with that bass coming with the chords. Boom, boom. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, the second part. So the first half of the bass, you land the chord on the E flat and the D sharp and the C sharp, and on the second part of the bass, you land the chords on the D sharp and then the high D sharp. Okay, and then you end in with this chord on the D sharp too. So. So it's time. All right, so that's the easiest way I can explain it. That's the slowest I can explain. So you just gotta take your time with it. Don't get overwhelmed. Just take your time. It's not really hard. Just getting the timing together. So the next part, he goes into got this G sharp minor. Let's just do the 7. So you got the F sharp, B, and the D sharp. So you got, and the bass outlines the minor chord. So the bass is going G sharp, B, and D sharp. So all right. So we doing the 7. So we're not playing the G sharp. We're doing the 7, but the bass is making it the G sharp minor. So the bass is outlining the G sharp minor chord. All right. So so the chord, we got the F sharp, B, and D sharp. So the bass, we're gonna go to B to D sharp. Okay, real pretty. Okay, and then we're gonna go to. So we're gonna do a B major 9. So we're gonna have A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, and F sharp, and all black keys right here. Then we're gonna hit the B, and we're gonna do a B major. So you got a B, D sharp, and F sharp bass line, and you're gonna do the same rhythm. Boom, 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 boom. All right, and then we're gonna do A sharp minor 7. You got G sharp, C sharp, and E sharp. And we're gonna do another bass movement. We're gonna have A sharp, C sharp to E sharp. Okay? Same rhythm. So alright, let's do that again. So tonight, gotta leave your 9 to 5 up on the shelf. And then we're gonna go to this D sharp minor. Just enjoy yourself. Just enjoy yourself. So we're gonna do the same A sharp, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp that we did off the B. We're just gonna now do it on D sharp. Okay, make it a D sharp minor 7. And then just gonna bounce it. Just enjoy yourself. Okay, bounce on that D sharp. And then the bass is gonna walk up E sharp, F sharp, G, back to the G sharp. And they're gonna repeat that part. So something like so tonight, and leave your 9 to 5 up on the shelf. Just enjoy yourself. Okay? Or you could go to the lower octave. You could do the start on the E sharp, F sharp, G to the G sharp. So play through that part. Just enjoy yourself. And the magic in music get to you. Alright. And then this part is the prettiest part of this song. Oh Lord Jesus. I love this part. It is so bad. So you got G sharp minor 7, G sharp, B, D sharp, F sharp with G sharp in the bass. Then you got the F sharp major 7, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and E sharp. And then you got E major 9, E, F sharp, G sharp, B, D sharp. So first chord, bad, bad. That's the melody. G sharp, B, D sharp, F, bad. E sharp, C sharp, A sharp, F sharp, F sharp, D sharp, B, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E, and then we got C sharp non sus, B, C sharp, D sharp, F sharp with a C sharp, and then we back into the groove. So tonight, better leave your 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. And the American music get to you, then this ain't bad at all. We're living off the wall. Alright. So the only the I guess the bridge part uses some of the same chord. Well, it uses pretty much the same chord except for one chord. So you got what you want me to. There ain't no Alright, somebody be saying. So same chords. We already got these. This B major 9. We already learned this chord. So it just starts here. So what you back to the A sharp minor 7. Want me to. Then we go to the G sharp. C sharp. That C sharp non-sus. We learned that too. And then we going back to the B. Now the only different chord, same thing. They do like a A sharp non-sus. So that's going to be a G sharp, B sharp, and D sharp with a A sharp and a bass. So remember, like I said, if you confused by the chords, just look where my fingers are placed with the green notes, and it's the same thing. Okay, just line up your fingers. You should be okay. Okay, so that bridge. What you want me to? Same bass. Okay, and then back to same thing. The only other thing they do is they kind of play the half. They do like half, like little part of the intro, and then keep the loop going. So that's the only other thing. But let me see if I can show you that real quick. Then we out of here. Let's see what that part is. There we go. I found it. There we go. Now they go from this part. All right, so they pretty much. I mean, it's probably like you can do it, but like I said, like, well, I guess you gotta. It's in the song. So after they coming from the was it the you're living off the wall, you're living off the wall. They and that's how much they do of it. And then they go back into the chorus. So we can go from the living off the wall. Back to this. They just keep looping that part. They don't go back to off the wall. They just keep looping that part. guys. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. A little longer than I expected, but hopefully you got it. Some like this key is very, very difficult. So take your time with it. Look at the that's why I do the MIDI keyboard down here. Plus I do the keyboard up here. So you can see both angles, guys. Hope you enjoyed that lesson. That was a tough one for me, but I'm trying to get y'all some of the top songs that I don't really see on YouTube. So hopefully you enjoyed that song, and I thank you for spending some time with me today. Casual Keyboard Guy, signing off. Like, share, subscribe. Show me some love. Follow me on Instagram at Casual Keyboard Guy. Come on over, guys. Let's chat. Let's have a chat. Let's talk. Let's talk about piano. What else will we talk about? All right, guys. Peace.